This video is going to go over the functionality for databases COMP3013 Coursework. First, we need to create our user and type in the name, the email address, the username that will be used to log in into our system, and password respectively. So once we've finished typing in our information, we can submit it and proceed to log in. The password, by the way, is stored in encrypted form. So once we've logged in, we are prompted with the privacy menu. So we have 4 main levels of privacy, which is public, friends of friends, friends only, and completely private, which means that only you can access your information. The privacy settings can be expanded on search, profile, privacy, and connection requests. So we can change these. Privacy settings as we like and save them. Once we're done, we can click on our user link and edit our profile, where it's possible to change the information about the user, for example, email, birthplace, workplace, date of birth. So we can finish editing our information and afterwards upload the profile picture. So now, once we're done with our profile setup, we can go back to our home page and look for other users who have their privacy settings set to public. That way we can see them, and then you can see other users which have restricted their access to their profiles. So if we click on a separate user, we can see the information about them which is available to us. And we can see their friends, but we have no access to information about them due to their privacy settings. So let's try to search for other users, and the results will vary depending on their privacy settings. So if we look for these 2 users, we can see them send in requests, and then some users would be hidden from the search completely. Our system is able to suggest users based on the similarity score, which is calculated from the user profiles. So let's go ahead and try to send requests to one of the users which is similar to ours. So we have to send the connection request and enter the message, and then we can go to our request tab, and it's possible to withdraw a request once it has been sent, before it has reached the user. So to check that, let's log out and enter as a different user. And once we're in, we can go to the request tab, and then we can see that there is a new request, and we can either accept or reject it. So in this case, we are going to accept the request. So now if we log back out and then log in as a different user, we will be able to see that there is a new friend on our main profile page, and we can look at his profile through the link as well. And you can see that the similarity score between users is 3. It's a pretty high score in our system. It means that they have several attributes in common. Now let's look at the user circles functionality. So if we click on my circles tab, and we will be able to notice that currently we have no circles. So let's create a new one and enter the name. So once we're done, we can go back and choose our circle, and it can be seen that we are the admin of the circle, so we have the privilege to remove users or disband group, but we can't remove ourselves as we are the admin, so disband group button has to be used instead. There's also a group chat, and you can add users to the group, so let's add a user. And the group system works in that way that you can only add your friends, and everyone is able to add their friends to the group. So if we try to add another user which is not in our friend list, there will be an error message prompted. And you can also see the group chat functionality. So to see the different interface for the circle, we have to log in as another user. And once we log in, we can go to My Circles panel, and it will show you all the circles that you're part of with admin tags on them. So we click on our new circle, and then we can see the chat, and we can leave the group as well. So once we've left the group, the database record has been deleted. Our system also allows users to view photos and create circles. So let's go ahead and click on our friend's profile, and let's click on all the albums that this user has created. And if we go into, let's say, profile pictures album, we will be able to see the user's profile picture, and we could click on the picture to add a tag or post a comment so that everyone will be able to see it. So another useful feature we have is creating albums within user circles. So let's add the member back to the circle and then create an album. So in the album creation menu, we also have the privacy levels, and we can give a name to an album. So once we've done that and submitted, we can now log out to test whether the album has been displayed for the other user. So now when we get on our second user, we go into our albums tab, and we're able to see all the albums that we've created, as well as albums posted to us via groups. And here it is, the album that was created through the group method. Our system also allows you to create blogs. So let's go ahead and make a new one. And then we need to add a title to our blog post. And now we can write our blog with various formatting tools available. So once we submit, we are able to see our blog post, and we can click on read more to gain access to the actual contents, and then we can delete or edit our blog. So now let's look at the blog search functionality. So if we log in as another user and we go to our blog page, and then we try to search for blogs, we type in our username, we get the user, and we can view his blog, and it is also possible to read more about it. On every user's profile page, it is also possible to import and export data to XML format. So if we export the data, we get the prompt message, and it creates an XML file with all the user data in our app directory. So if we click on it, we can see that the XML sheet has valid data inside it, which is corresponding to the user profile on the web application. And then let's change one of the parameters, like for example work, and change IBM to Google. And then if we save our XML file and close it, and then we click on import, we will be able to see that the work has been indeed changed to Google. Finally, different users have different privileges. So our newly created user does not have an admin privilege and has no access to a separate admin interface. So let's log out and log into a more privileged user. And unfortunately, we've typed in the password wrong, so let's try again. So once we have logged in, we can see that there is an admin tab. And if we click on it, we get access to all of the users, and we can change their settings. So let's go ahead and edit our example user and promote it to admin. So once we've submitted it, we can log out. And now if we log back in as our new user, it will be able to use all the admin privileges and edit other accounts and their data.